8:10 this morning, we are taking you behind the story now in the ongoing efforts to repair the historic Morgan Manning House in Brockport. You'll remember a week ago tonight, that site, so well known by the Brockport community, was devastated by a fire.
Yeah, we spoke then to Paul Kimball, the board president of the Western Monroe Historical Society. And Paul is back with us this morning to give us an update. Paul, first of all, again, we're so sorry that this happened to you. We know what an impact it's had on the community. So my heart it goes out to you guys. I drove past the Morgan Manning house the other day, and it's so sad to see it covered and in the state that it's in. For those who are wondering what kind of work is being done, can you give us an update?
Sure, and thank you for reaching out to me once again. It's greatly appreciated that we can get our story out to the folks. It's been a very, very busy week. We formed an executive committee of the new president, and I'll just take a step to that for a minute. I stepped down as president last Thursday and assumed a role of project manager, and I'll be managing the project for the foreseeable future. But we set up an executive committee of a new vice president, Scott Hunsinger, Gordy Fox, Mary Lynn Turner, and Jen Skoog to help manage this project. And on behalf of the entire board, we are just overwhelmed by the outpouring from the community. Real quick, just back to the update or where we are. The building's been secured. All the doors and windows that may have been breached for the fire have been boarded up. All of the plumbing inside has been winterized to protect it. And as of last Sunday morning, they had put a shrink wrap over top of the entire roof, including the belvedere that sticks up through the center to protect it from the elements. And it couldn't have been any more sooner with 12 inches of snow that we got overnight on Sunday into Monday.
Yeah, Paul, I have to imagine that any hopes of getting any real work done right now are kind of set to the side because of the weather conditions we're experiencing.
It's really not so much the weather as just the whole process of dealing with the insurance company and setting up what the next phase is going to be, if you will. Right now, believe it or not, the weather is our friend because everything inside is frozen, and so everything's encapsulated and being protected. We are working towards the next part of the project, which will bring temporary heat in and what's known as a desiccant dehumidifier, so that they will slowly bring the temperature up, and at the same time they're doing that, they'll be pulling the moisture out of the building.
Paul, I'm wondering what conversations are like surrounding getting the manor back to what it used to be. Is that even on the table right now, the mansion, pardon me? Is it even a topic of conversation, or at this point, is it damage control?
Well, you could certainly call it damage control in one sense, but the board is really committed to trying to bring back the house to the condition that people remember it as.
What's the hopes on that restoration process? The hopes in sense of a timeline on this restoration process. We're looking now at some of the images of the interior, and it's truly devastating and heartbreaking for so many people who have toured that property, driven past that property, grown up nearby and seen it on a daily basis. How long do you expect it will be before it's restored to its former glory?
Well, absolutely a minimum of at least 1 year, and it may be in the range of possibly 2 to 3 years, just because of the extent of the structural damage inside.
Paul, we were looking at that video. I'm wondering, this is a two-part question. Number one, if anything was destroyed in the fire that was truly shocking, and then number two, if anything survived the fire that was equally as surprising.
As far as what was destroyed, we lost some masterpiece pictures of the family, but there's been some discussions that we have good photos of those pictures, and we believe that somewhere down the road, those photos can all, or those pictures rather, can all be recreated. The damage, for the most part, was confined to what we call the back yellow room. The house is kind of divided north to south with a hallway. There's 2 red rooms to the north. They had some smoke and a little bit of water damage, but most of the damage was confined to the south side of the house, and in that case, the back corner. The house is also split between sort of the main part of the house that you see from the front and a lower area behind it. The lower area behind it that has the dining room, kitchen, and some offices did not get any structural or water damage whatsoever.
Is there, and you may not be able to discuss it right now because you may be working with the insurance company, but is there a total price tag on the cost of the destruction and how much it will cost to repair? And will that be covered by the insurance company?
We do have a very good insurance policy, but there is the possibility that we may fall short. Could you answer that again? I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, just how much this will cost for a full restoration?
It's going to be in excess of a couple of $1 million easily. We have had people reaching out to us from a fundraiser standpoint. Of all the fundraisers that have reached out, the one that's the most heartwarming to me is Daisy Girl Scout Troop 61756 has started a bottle drive to raise money to help with everything. And folks can return stuff to any upstate bottle return in their name, and it'll be part of their fundraiser. But all the service groups, the Lions, the Kiwanis, the fire department, everybody has just reached out because it really is a treasure in the village.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Paul, thank you so much for the update. Thank you for your time this morning. Once again, we're so sorry that this happened, and best of luck with the rebuilding process. It's amazing we do have such kind-hearted people in our community.
I know. One more time for someone sitting at home, can you just give us that Daisy Troop number if somebody wasn't able to catch it that first go-around, and where they can go to return those bottles?
Sure. It's Daisy Troop 61756. And we'll try to have their flyer posted. Our website, by the way, is morganmanninghouse.org. Anyone that would like to donate for the rebuilding of it, all the contributions coming in right now are going to go into a segregated fund for the rebuilding of the property.
All right, Paul, thank you so much for your time this morning. We really appreciate it, and we wish you guys nothing but the best.
Thank you. And as far as your survey, an extra layer of clothes and sit in front of the fireplace.
Well, thank you for weighing in. We really appreciate that.
Have a good morning.
You too.